In a rather tough day for both the stock market and the cryptocurrency market, we saw prices pulling back. The Nasdaq was down over 2% at points during the day. Bitcoin down below 23,000 once again after touching 23,800 just a couple of hours ago. And it does seem like things, well, they might be turning around and heading back down. But I believe this is on anticipation of the Federal Reserve and the interest rate announcement that is going to take place later this week. So that's what we're going to be discussing in this video. Because if anything, the market loves to mess with uncertainty. And there is always uncertainty leading into the Federal Reserve announcement when it comes to interest rates, inflation rates, all of these things, all of these rates that are going on out there. So let's talk about it. And of course, if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. Let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2023 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. And look, if you're brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks and crypto, you got a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting at least 12 free stocks. And a $1 crypto trade is going to get you $5 in free crypto. If you guys want crypto exclusive exchanges where you can buy, sell, trade, short, leverage, all that good stuff, you got KuCoin and Binance down there. Now, KuCoin and Binance, they offer rewards for the more active traders. So the more you trade, the more you're going to earn. But please be aware, any of these exchanges that you hold on, it is considered a loan to those exchanges. So if you want it to be your asset, you got to hold it on a cold storage or DeFi wallet. Guys, let's talk about what's going on. The Federal Reserve is set to announce their interest rate decision on Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, we're going to see the interest rate decision at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and then 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, our buddy Jerome Powell is going to be talking. Now, look, me, myself, I don't necessarily like to listen to Jerome Powell talk. He does it very good. You can tell he's a smart guy, and he does a very good job of trying to calm people down a little bit and fielding these questions, and in a way that is so ambiguous, it doesn't lead to any direction on what their further intentions are, what they really believe is going on with the economy, and so on. So I do think that as analysts continue to pull apart, and as the market pulls apart the statement that Jerome Powell is going to make on Wednesday afternoon at 2:30 p.m., I think that they're basically just going to be hearing what they want to be told, I guess. Now, when it comes to the interest rates, this is very important. We've talked a lot about interest rates when it comes to whether or not it's going to boost or hinder the overall stock market and the overall crypto market. Right now, we're seeing prices fall. Okay, today was a bad day. It was a red day, and we saw prices fall because of the uncertainty. Now, nobody understands and knows with any degree of certainty what Jerome Powell is going to say and what the Federal Reserve is going to announce in terms of interest rates and how it's going to affect the stock market and the cryptocurrency market on Wednesday. And because of that, the conservative investors right now, they're pulling back. They might be selling off some of their assets. They might be going over to something like cash that's a little bit safer during these volatile times. And because of that sell-off, we're seeing red prices. Now, that's simply because of the uncertainty. That does not mean that we're anticipating bad news. It does not mean that we're anticipating good news. It's because prudent, conservative, these guys that don't want to risk any of their portfolios, they're just simply covering. They could do well. They could, they could continue to hold and ride it up if Jerome Powell comes out with some good news and the market is excited. But because they can't deal with the uncertainty, they sell off, and therefore we're seeing some red days and may see a couple more red days leading into the interest rate decision and the announcement by the Federal Reserve on Wednesday. Now, what are we looking at in terms of interest rates? Analysts' expectations are for a 25 basis point hike. That's a 0.25% interest rate hike to 4.75%. Now, the Fed funds rate being at 4.75% is just slightly higher than the current 4.50%, and it indicates that the Federal Reserve is slowing their interest rate hikes. Now, if this is what we get, it is going to be good news. Not necessarily good news in the sense that they're lowering interest rates, but good news in the sense that the Federal Reserve is slowing their interest rate hikes and analyst consensus has been met. Now, theoretically, analyst consensus should meet market consensus. Now, this is not what we always see. So even if we do meet consensus on Wednesday and they come in with a 25 basis point hike, if the market is expecting anything different than what the analysts are expecting, we could see price swings that don't necessarily make sense. If we get something higher, let's say the Fed comes in with a 50 basis point interest rate hike, and in some articles I'm seeing float around already, maybe not expecting this, but bracing people for this, a counterattack, right? Interest rates have been rising nicely. Inflation rates have been coming down to combat the interest rates have been going up to combat the inflation rates, sorry. And with the inflation rates coming down, they may hit it just a nice right hook with a 50 basis point increase, nice and strong, to make sure and confirm that those inflation rates continue to fall. If we see that, I would expect price declines, guys. If we see a 50 basis point hike, I would expect price declines because the market right now seems to be expecting a very soft 25 basis point hike. If we get lower, I highly doubt that we are going to see a 0 basis point hike or decline or whatever. I highly doubt that we see zero change. If for some miracle we did, it would indicate that the Federal Reserve at this point in time believes inflation is falling on its own, that they no longer need to hike interest rates in order to combat the inflation, and that would be a very good sign. I would imagine you would see cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin, Terra Luna Classic, Shiba Inu Coin, Ethereum. I imagine you would see them soaring across the board, along with the overall stock market. I would imagine if we didn't have any change, you would see the stock market soaring as well. So guys, brace yourselves for Wednesday's announcement. We are going to have a volatile week, and the volatility is starting today. We could absolutely have a great week. We could have a very red week. It all depends on the words that come out of Jerome Powell's mouth Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and of course the interest rate decision that is announced a half hour prior, Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I want to gauge your guys' expectations. We know what the analyst consensus is. We know what they're expecting. What are you guys expecting? Let us know down in the comments below. You thinking zero change, 25 basis or 50 basis point interest rate hike? Let us know down there. And of course, if that button right there is still red, make sure to click it. Subscribe to the channel. Join us. Become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. You guys got Claybro883 everywhere. You're getting 12 free stocks on Webull, KuCoin, and Binance, free Discord. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.